craziest, I'm shaking, I'm going to try not to cry, but the craziest red string theory story ever. Because basically, if you guys know, I've been with my husband since I was like 11. I met him in high school. So, let me tell you the story of how we met because it's really, really crazy. I was 11, I was born and bred in Italy, in Naples. My mom turns around when I'm 11 and she goes, you know what, I think you guys should go to Nigeria for a little bit, just so you guys know your roots, you know? And she just up and decided, like, yeah, we're going to send you to Nigeria, you and your sisters. Go to Nigeria for a bit, see what it's like. So, summer, we moved to Nigeria, right? She puts us in this really small high school in the middle of like nowhere. And she says, instead of just throwing you into the deep end in September, how about you guys do a summer program in the school? Because then you understand the ways, the language. Because remember, I've only been speaking Italian. So she was like, this is a new country, a new language. If you have a summer school program, you'll be able to adapt a lot more come September. So she throws us into this school. We do the summer program. I have an amazing time. I make friends. I meet all the teachers. So I'm ready to go in September, right? September comes and literally 2 days before I was meant to start school. Mind you, my uniforms are ready, my books are ready, everything's ready. My mom has a change of plans. She's like, guys, change of plans. I'm taking you to a new school. I was heartbroken. I started crying. My sisters, we were all upset, crying our eyes out, begging our mom, like, please. And she's like, you know, this new school has a school bus, and this school bus will be able to take you every morning, so you don't have to rely on public transportation. So we're begging, we're pleading, everyone is begging. My mom is like, you know what, you guys will love it. You guys will love it. This school is better. It wasn't. Anyway, September, you know, literally 2 days later, we had to do a quick rush school uniform. The school bus comes, picks us up. We go to the school. I'm upset. I'm crying my eyes out because I'm like, this is not what I wanted. All my friends that I made, mind you, I left my friends in Italy. Now I'm in a new country, and the few friends I had made, I wasn't going to see them again. So I'm crying my eyes out. I get into my classroom, and to make things worse, 90% of the people in my classroom are boys. Now I'm 11. I'm like, boys, ew. Where are the girls? You know, I'm still upset about that. But anyway, I'm looking around like, and because everyone knew each other, because I was entering JS2, which is 8th grade, which is like year 8 in the UK. So everyone already knows everyone. So I was the new kid, which I hated being. Anyway, so I'm sat in the classroom, quietly crying. No one is saying hello to me. They're probably thinking, who is this weird new girl crying? No one is saying hello to me, and I'm just really angry. Lunch break comes. I run upstairs to my sister, and I'm like, I hate this school. No one wants to be my friend, and then all my classmates are boys. And my sister's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm having the completely opposite experience. Everyone in my class is really nice, and I met this really funny guy. Let me introduce you to him. And then she brings over my now husband. Wow. And she's like, his name is Uche, and he's really funny. And he was really funny, because I'm telling you, the moment I saw him, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be just fine. I think I'll be just good. I think my parents did the right choice. They did the right thing.
Did they?
By bringing me to this school. Because, whoa, he was fine. Anyway, this is the story I've been telling everyone. Oh, cute story. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's how we met. Because then we started going out a year later. Whatever. This is the story I've been telling everyone, right? Come to find out that my husband failed 8th grade, JS2, year 8, depending on what country you're from. He failed it twice. Yes, the same classroom. He failed it once, and then he failed it again. So he repeated 8th grade 3 times. And the crazy thing is that if he hadn't failed, I never would have met him. And it just dawned on me the other day, like, if he hadn't failed twice, I never would have seen him, because he would have already graduated by the time I got into the school. But also, if my mom hadn't, by change of plans, last minute changed my school, I never would have met him. I never would have met him, because my life would have been completely different. Like, we're married. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would have been completely and utterly different. And isn't that the crazy red stick theory? Because he never failed again. Like, he wasn't bad in school. He just, I don't know what happened. Those 2 years that he failed in the same class twice, he just had a crazy moment where in the exams he would just freeze and not write the answers down, and it never happened again. After the 2 years, it never happened again. But if he hadn't failed twice, he never would have been in my sister's class. Because even if he had failed once, he would have been in a completely different class. And I don't have an older sister that is older than the one that was in my husband's class. This is really complicated. But yeah, if he had failed once, I also wouldn't have met him because he was a senior, and I wouldn't have, as an 11-year-old, going to speak to a senior. I would have said hello from a distance, but I don't think we would have been close. Because what ended up happening is that my sister and my now husband became close friends, and that's how I got to know him. So yes, it just dawned on me, and at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, if he hadn't failed twice, I never would have met him. And it's like the best thing that's happened to me. Cringe, I know, but it literally is. But isn't that the craziest red string theory ever?
Wow. That's life for you. Like, this is a perfect definition of all things working together for good. As kids, our parents made some decisions that made us angry, but now looking back, some of us are so thankful for those decisions. Like, hadn't been our parents did not make those decisions, things wouldn't have been the way they are right now. And so, like, oh my goodness, life is just so funny. Let me go through the comment section and see what people are saying. Okay, I heard the story, but I can't stop staring at you. You're so pretty. Yes, she is. She's so pretty. And mind you, if you don't know her, she was overweight before. She wasn't comfortable with her weight, and she had to go through a serious weight loss journey, and that journey was not easy. She shared her story too in another video, and you can check her out. I've been checking her content and I've been loving it. This comment says, who fails GS2 twice though? That's crazy. But the truth is, some people do. In my set, we graduated with a lady that literally repeated every class repeatable. Yes, I mean it. Every class repeatable. That means GS1, GS2, SS1, SS2. You know, you can't repeat GS3 and SS3 because the exams is not an internal exams. So every class repeatable, that girl repeated it, and we eventually graduated together. And I can't wait to hear her own story. Maybe it turned out for good or something. Obviously, it is turning out for good in this man's case, in this lady's husband's case. He met his wife and she is so happy to be with him. This comment says, somehow the universe would have brought him back to you because it was meant to be. Yeah, what is meant to be is meant to be, I guess. And he will always come if he is the one. But the thing is, it's not just one person that you can marry in this world. There are so many people that you can marry, but the truth is, when you couple up with different people, the outcome will not end up to be the same. There's always one that will top the chart. If you're to couple up with different people, you'll find out that the end result will be different. And so the one that will top the chart, I guess, is the one. And so everyone wants to get coupled up with the one. And I guess she found her one, the one for her. So I'm so happy for her. And this one says, met my husband same time too. We were childhood sweethearts, now married, and I wish I never met him. Woo. That's another perspective that we need to look at. The comment under this comment says this took a dark turn. Yes, really, it took a dark turn. But that's to prove that it's not all high school sweethearts. What did I say? It's not all high school sweethearts that end up getting married that have a happy home. So the goal is not to have a high school sweetheart. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, fine. And just because it happens doesn't guarantee a happy home. Even if you're a match made in heaven, it doesn't guarantee a happy home. Because guess what? You and your siblings were a match made in heaven. I've always said this and I'll always say this. We and our family members, those people that you're related by blood, you were a match made in heaven. But do you all go along? No. And everybody has to play his own part. Just because you're a match made in heaven doesn't mean that it must definitely turn out. So in case you're in high school and you don't have a high school sweetheart, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have a happy home, because it's not all those that have a high school sweetheart, it's not all those that end up marrying their high school sweethearts that have happy homes. That's just the irony, right? We expect them to have it, but life is just what it is. We have to put in the work, I guess, at the end of the day. Whatever life throws at you, put in your best so that it will work, whether you get a high school sweetheart or not. This one says, just sitting here wondering what scenario will I be meeting my husband. Don't we all imagine that? I tell you, singleness is such a wonderful stage. You know, our life is a movie, right? And this single stage is like filled with so much suspense, and sometimes we get tired of the suspense, we get anxious, as a matter of fact, instead of us just relaxing and enjoying it, because at the end of the day the suspense will all unfold, and we just are you out there wondering what scenario will you be meeting your husband? Well, I guess I've done that, and now I don't think I'm doing that anymore, but it's such a fun stage, like just wondering, will we be like, what's the common one? You meeting and then he'll mistakenly hit you, and you things will fall off your hand, and then he'll help you to pick it, and then you'll just stand up together and look into each other's eyes. Well, that's the common one, cliche, right? What's another dramatic one? You tell me, because I know you have been imagining. Even the guys, I guess they do as well. So is there any other comment that's worth sharing? My parents moved us to a new city when I was about 11. One day I followed my sister to her friend's place, where I saw the friend's younger brother. I guess we know how that went. What happened when you met the friend's younger brother? Our lives are planned out to the our lives are planned out by the creator. We are but actors. Yes, sis. Yes, Erica, we are but the actors. Some of us play our role well, while some, they just sit back and complain. Or maybe they're just bad actors. I had carryover in uni 3 times. Was sad and miserable not knowing that the year I finally passed the one course holding me, I got my current job. That's good. I was thinking she'd say she met her husband in the class. Everything will get together for our good. Yup, sis. The failure was a way of the universe to delay him long enough for your path to cross. Well, that's beautiful. Sometimes some delays are like divine orchestration. So are you going through a delay right now? Let me just end here by encouraging you and I that it's all gonna turn out in our best interest. Yes, it's all gonna turn out in our best interest. This lady, her story is an evidence, and ours too is gonna be an evidence to this as well. We're gonna concur with her story and say, yes, indeed, the delay ended up being a blessing, because our lives have been planned out. We all need to just stick to our part, enjoy the suspense, because they will come, and then when the final grand reveal comes, we'll also enjoy it. Let's enjoy each moment. Thank you and peace out.